Welcome back to another episode of the Battle Wagon. Today, I'm gonna scrub this using Tough Stuff and my mother's brush. Also some of that stuff. Yeah! Alright, ready for this? You take it, you shake it, you keep shaking it. Oh my god. Oh, I'm out of practice for this. Alright, that's probably good enough, right? I don't know how much this is gonna overspray, so here we go. So now what you're supposed to do is let it sit 20 to 30 seconds. What I'm going to do in that time is spray the shit out of everything. Alright, it's brushing time. All things considered, this shit actually works pretty well. Oh, Lord almighty. Oh. This is why I fucking hate cleaning cars out, is it's just a bitch of a time. How did you get poop inside the center console? Come on, Marjorie. Get your shit together, girl. Alright. This door's actually pretty good. The driver's seat's pretty good. This shit, I have no idea what kind of black tar heroin Marjorie spread on this dash. I cannot get this shit off. You feel it's like thick texture to it. Yeah, that shit don't want to come off. Normally I would just say, you know, paint it, plasti dip it, do whatever, but because all of these are directly on it with no raising, nothing to cut them out by, kind of ruins that option for me. Here is the real challenge. This trunk is absolutely a disaster. You can see the carpet's a freaking mess. It's all the way up the back, skunk in all the corners. Even down here is pretty gross on both of them. I've already cleaned that out, but it's still pretty nasty. This part here actually isn't that bad, so I'm gonna leave that alone, but everything else needs some work, so let's give it a go. So what I've noticed so far is the Tough Stuff works pretty good, but you really got to let it soak in the bad spots. Really recommend getting 2 cans of it because, as with anything that foams up when you spray it, clogs the nozzle a lot, and then it's a bitch to get out, and you gotta put it on heavy. In the meantime, I put my rear seats forward. That way I can just scrub them directly. The back seats are already done, but they weren't too bad anyhow, so I didn't really need to do much on those. Now I'm gonna continue with this second can, get as much as I can, and hopefully wrap this up for the day. Previous owner definitely had a sandy dog. Oh my God. So two things. One is that my wrist is starting to get incredibly sore from the amount of time I've spent scrubbing the inside of this thing and clay bar on the outside all day. And two, I've made the tragic error of not making sure there was an inside release for the trunk before hopping in here. So fortunately I put the rear seats down already, otherwise I'd be SOL on this one. Here's the after of the car. As you can tell, there's still definitely visible spots around it. The upholstery brush from Mother's definitely loosens a lot of the dirt in it. So even then, when I was scrubbing, these spots weren't necessarily coming out anymore, but I still kept pulling more and more dirt and sand out of the back. Even if you don't use the tough stuff, I really recommend the Mother's brush, especially if you're worried about trying to pull all the things out of your actual upholstery. Otherwise, the tough stuff did work great on the whole. I mean, there's definitely some dark spots still, like that looks like fucking cat vomit or something. But for the most part, it really did actually pull everything out. Here's the rest of the trunk area. It's actually not that bad. This is definitely a little bit lighter. All the stuff on the door cleaned up. The seats cleaned up really well. I think it kind of just smeared the dirt around, if I'm honest, rather than pulling it all out. And the center console, I don't know what the hell they got on that, but that is not coming off. You can see it's still got that textured grime look to it. Kind of gross. Passenger seat, especially this area here on the bolster, is cleaned up nicely. On the whole, I'm really happy with it. Between the two things of tough stuff and the brush, maybe what, $15, $20 of cleaners. For 15 bucks, having the car look this much better than it did when I got it, I'm totally okay with those results. And there you have it, folks. The Battle Wagon is impeccably cleaned, other than the shit that was on the dash. Also, my temporary plate keeps falling off the window, but other than that, no worries. Again, it's perfect. I did discover a new Battle Wagon perk when I was cleaning this. This is the release for the seats. There's no head on it. It's just a little threaded bolt thing that you have to pull now. On both sides. Both sides are the same way, which I'm pretty sure is not how it comes from the factory. But then again, I'm not currently employed by Subaru. Dun 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 dun. What? It fell through! No! Oh. Damn it, Battle Wagon. You've betrayed me! Oh, that sucks. Oh, I see it. It's back there. Oh. Oh, crisis is averted. Just really gotta work it to get it in. Woo. That was a close one. Battle Wagon lives again.